Good Friday morning. Hopefully you're having a wonderful start to this Memorial Day weekend. We are in Exo.7. And my son asked me a question that a lot of people probably have in their heart. Why did God harden Pharaoh's heart over and over again when he sent Aaron and Moses, right, to be the liaisons for the Israelites' freedom? Why it says like at least 3 times in this chapter, but God hardened, I will harden Pharaoh's heart. That's in verse 3. And it continues. And I will answer that I believe that it always says so that they will know me, right? For I am the Lord thy God. We might not understand, right? Our thoughts are not his thoughts. Right? And his thoughts are certainly not our thoughts. We can't even comprehend. But he has a reason why he does what he chooses to do. The Lord. He is sovereign. He is powerful. He is mighty. He is God. And it says also in verse 3 that not only will I harden, but I will multiply my signs. There's a reason why God has the strategy of our lives outlined the way he has. In verse 5 it says, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. That young people will realize, will know for themselves a personal relationship. That adults, my people, will know that they will come to a relationship with me, the mighty God. Amen. That's the bottom line. In this world will be much troubles and afflictions and heartaches and hardships. But the bottom line is so that we will come to our Father and have a relationship with him. And we see that, I just came from rainy outside and, it's very moist and dank and, it's kind of smelly, humid. But can you imagine how it smelled with the rivers turning into blood, right? They were not able to drink and all the fish, they died. It was death all in the land. Decay. It says in verse 21 that the rivers stank. And they couldn't drink, exactly. And it's like that a lot of times around what we see, right? They had to shut down the expressways again, because of investigation. And we know in Chicago, typically there's violence, bloodshed, and it's a stink. It's an odor. But God wants all people to come into the knowledge of him, to press closer. And in verse 23, it says, and Pharaoh turned and went into his house after he saw these signs. Neither did he set his heart. He did not change his heart. God wants our heart. He wants our being. He wants our everything on this Friday. And especially going into the summertime, we start thinking about, our plans. No, God wants it vertical, all on him. And things will still happen, will continue to happen. But in verse 25, and 7 days were fulfilled. There is an end date. There's a fulfillment date for all of this. But God wants us to turn to him and worship him in spirit and in truth. So let's be the liaisons. Let's trust and obey in the meantime and live for him so that he'll be glorified. I hope you have a wonderful day, weekend, holiday in the Lord.